Estate sales tend to have a predictable assortment of stuff. This was not one of those estate sales. This one took my breath away. I am Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle. And I can't wait to tell you about this estate sale. They had one piece of needlework, and that is it right there. Everything else was antique and vintage radios. There was a pole barn full of mostly restored antique and vintage radios. This room, which is off of that main barn I just showed you, had the weirdest effect on me because the smell of furniture polish, it was so quiet and so serene. It almost made me feel like I was in a funeral home, and I cannot explain that to you. It makes no sense. Whoever this man was, he collected radios. I love old radios. They always make my heart go pitty-pat. They always catch my interest. I have never seen this many in one place. I am sure I will never, ever have the opportunity to see so many in one place again, and that saddens me in a way I can't explain. I have a vintage radio. I would love to have another vintage radio or two, but there is no possible way I could have adopted as many of these as I wanted to. That's a coin-op radio from a motel room. They had a couple of those, and it said you could listen to your favorite show in its entirety. So I really want to know how that worked. I never realized how much I didn't know about old radios and old calculators until we visited this sale. And it was just a fluke that it's not that far down the highway from us. They had tester batteries so that you could see if the handheld radios were working. The only other times I've seen these little Bakelite tabletop radios, they have wanted crazy money for them. These were actually affordable. That's a Jacob's ladder. That thing next to it is a Tesla coil. That is for the day our thing you have never ever seen at an estate sale before and probably never will again. That is a space heater that intrigues and fascinates and terrifies me all at the same time. I think there were a fair amount of things at this sale that could actually kill you if you didn't know what you were doing with them. I have a whole list of things that I won't allow myself to collect, and apparently old space heaters are on that list along with old toasters, which aren't quite as scary. Here's a whole bunch more of them. I had never thought about what electric space heaters were like before the kind that we have now. And look at those fans. Imagine one of those fans sitting and spinning on a tabletop. And tell me how nobody lost a finger. I was tempted to buy one of those dandelion pullers for my daughter because she's having a feud with the weeds in her lawn right now, but I don't think she would have appreciated the gesture. It just boggles my mind to think of how many families listened to how many old radio shows on all of the radios in that barn. There were more radios in the house. Those were the good ones, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get any footage of those. I love old radio shows. I love old radios. Let me know, do these fill you with the same sense of awe that they fill me with? I'm curious. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle, and thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with more videos soon.